Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Butterflies of Wisdom. With me, not only me, you have Angela, and Angela has cerebral palsy. And what her cerebral palsy brings to her is a speech impediment. If you ever heard my BFF / my assistant speak, Angela has the same cerebral palsy issues with speaking that my BFF does. The reason why I bring my BFF into this picture, Danielle, is because this morning you're going, on Wednesday or Monday when this episode comes out, you're going to have to listen to this episode just a little bit harder because Angela wants to share her story, but she's going to do it in the most elegant way she can. So without further ado, I'm going to Miss Angela take it away.
Hello. Hello, Lynn. My name is Angela, and I started, business 5 years ago, and I make my own poetry, and I make my own refrigerator magnets, and I've been doing that for 5 years.
You've been doing that for 5 years, or are you writer?
Yeah.
Or you do poems?
I'm a writer, and I do poems. I've been writing since I was 15 years old, but I just opened up my business 5 years ago, and
Geez, I did not know that.
And I sell book markers and refrigerator magnets, and I put my poetry on the book markers.
Well, Angela, my first question to you is, what is your favorite piece you have written?
What my favorite piece I have written? Well, I've written several poems. So one of my favorite poems is The Love. I wrote a poem called Love, and that's one of my favorite poems, and then it's also one of my best sellers too.
Oh my God! So Love is one of your favorite poems / bestsellers on Amazon. I presume you self-published the poetry book.
Yes. Yes,
So you went through that.
I self-published my poetry, and it's on Amazon, and I also sell at a local store too as well every day. I'm at a local store, and I sell at a local store.
Well, Angela, what is your best advice for the aspiring writer who's not disabled? Although first we'll go with the disabled writer. What is your best advice for the non-disabled writer and the disabled writer who want to get into the craft of writing like you and I are? And you may not be in the craft of podcasting, but I am. So what is your best advice for the aspiring writer that wants to get into the craft of writing?
Well, my best advice for the aspiring writer would be to just write from your heart, because when you write from your heart, that then the the best writing about when you write from your heart and mind.
And I'm just going to repeat what Angela said because I can speak cerebral palsy in 2 seconds flat. And Angela said, just write from your heart. It's the best way of doing it. And I definitely agree with Angela. So, how does it feel, Angela, to be an independent published author with cerebral palsy?
It feels amazing because even though I have cerebral palsy, I do all of what I do, and it just feels amazing, and I feel very successful. In spite of
you should. You
my
should.
cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy doesn't stop you. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Now, how do you write? Do you use an iPad with assistive technology, or do you use a laptop? Or give us a day in Angela's life, and how do you write?
I just write it on my phone because nowadays we can do everything on our phones. So if I have a phone,
Angela,
I just write it on my phone.
You just write it on your phone.
Yes.
Yes. Because assistive technology is so wonderful now, you guys, that Angela and I could practically write on our phones and our iPads, and they have assistive switches now, just so that in Angela, that they have assistive switches that hook up to the phone, so if you don't have all the functionality of your hands to tap on the keyboard, you could use a assistive switch.
Yes. And then I have somebody that retypes it for me. I do the bookmark because I make my phone.
Someone that helps you and makes it all sound pretty.
Yes.
Yes. Because we all need help. We all need help. Whether you're disabled or not. When it comes to the books, we all need help. We all need
that. We do.
That makes it sound pretty. So, Angela, what has been your favorite entrepreneurial moment of all this journey?
Oh, my favorite entrepreneurial moment has to be traveling all over Michigan to do what I do because I go to different craft shows. So for me, it would be the traveling part of it.
The traveling part of it? My God.
Yes.
It sounds like it went after my own heart. The traveling part of it, I love it. And so, if you don't mind me asking, you said grad schools. You go to talk to grad schools. Did you go to college?
No. No. I never did because for me, my writing just came natural to me when I was younger. So I just decided to start my own business and work in the self-publishing. But no, I never went to college.
So you got the lucky stick and had your writing come naturally to you. You got the lucky stick where you didn't have to get classically trained in writing in English.
No.
You got the lucky stick, and you got the lucky stick, man. And what is the most difficult part of having cerebral palsy? And then I'll ask you, what is the most difficult part of being a solo entrepreneur in your eyes?
Well, even though I told you I love traveling, traveling can be difficult for me too sometimes because I can't drive. So I have to find other people to drive either where I want to go or where I'm scheduled to be at the moment. So for me it would be traveling, even though I love it at the same time.
Yes, it stresses you out because you have to rely on other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, go ahead.
And then the hardest thing about being an entrepreneur is just making sure I get all my supplies and of what people want, and making sure I get their orders right and stuff. But I really enjoy.
Ordering the books is the hardest part.
Yes.
Not what Angela's trying to say is not writing the books, marketing the books, and ordering the books, and doing all that stuff is the hardest part. I think it's the hardest part for anyone, Angela. I think it's the hardest part for any author, disabled or not, is the marketing end of it, because we are independent published authors / disabled. So people look at us like these two women are nuts. Hopefully they don't look at us like that, but I'm sure they think that all the time. You're laughing at me because you know it's honest truth. She's laughing at me because she thinks that what I just said was funny. These two people are nuts for publishing books. Hopefully they don't think about that, but sometimes they do.
I know it's true, but for anybody non-disabled or disabled, anybody can do whatever they put their mind to.
Yeah, exactly. And what Angela just said is anyone can do what they put their mind to. Yeah, and I agree with that. And Angela, I know you have a big passion for cerebral palsy, as do I. And what's the biggest stigma you want to break on this interview today about cerebral palsy?
Well, I want to say that even though that we might have cerebral palsy, we can live our life to the best ability possible.
We could, even though we have cerebral palsy, we can live our life to the best ability possible. And the reason why I'm repeating what Angela said is not to take over her interview, just so you guys understand what she's saying. And so, Angela, where can people find you, and where can people get a hold of your books? I know they're on Amazon because you told me it's a #1 bestseller. Love is a #1 bestseller. And are they on Kindle? Are they in soft copy, hard copy, on audio tape?
You can get my the ebook from my website, www.angelajones.com. heavenlyhomes.com.
And we'll have all of Angela's information in the show notes, you guys. So if you guys are driving and catch that, you can catch that in the show notes. I make sure that all my guests have show notes to go with the episodes. I do make sure because I know you guys drive when you listen to me, and sometimes you can't catch what my guests are saying. So I do make sure that everyone gets an equal opportunity with show notes, including Angela. So Angela, I am going to let you turn the mic on me and ask me 2 to 4 questions about anything.
Okay. So, how did you start doing what you do with me today? How did you start doing that?
When did I start doing this podcast, and when did I start writing? Okay.
Yes.
I started, yes, this is the one Angela wants to know. She wants to know when I got into the career I'm in now. And so I'm calling it a good career because I'm going back to school in the fall for journalism. And so I started writing when I was 23 years old. I wrote my autobiography when I was 23 years old. And after the book came out, it hit #1, and my BFF, Danielle Coulter, who is also my assistant, said to me, I want to write a book. And she has a heavy speech impediment like you do, Angela, but she wrote a 10-chapter book, and that book can be found on Amazon. If you just type in Danielle Coulter, you guys, that book can be found on Amazon. But the reason why I started this podcast is because people started asking me, how do you do all this with cerebral palsy? And complete strangers actually started asking me this. And so I thought, oh boy, they opened up a can of worms, which now I have froze, or did I? And so I started this podcast because I wanted to interview rock stars like you, Angela, and infuse my story. So that's how I started in the career I'm doing, and I'm slowly but surely walking away from education.
Okay, and can I ask you a non-business question?
Go ahead.
What is your favorite food? What is your most favorite food? What is your most...
Geez. You know how to get to my heart. My most favorite food is, I guess I would say, pasta, or I like soup. Pasta, or I like soup. Give me a good pasta and make me happy, or give me a good soup and make me happy. So yes, you know that people with disabilities who can feed themselves like good soup. And I think that goes across the line for anyone. And so, Angela, I will put all your information in the show notes, and I wish you the best of luck with your writing, and I hope you guys enjoyed another fabulous episode of Butterflies of Wisdom with Angela and I. And as I said at the top of this episode, Angela shared her story so eloquently, but you just may have to listen to this episode just a little bit harder because of Angela's speech impediment, although she got on here and shared her story so eloquently, and I appreciate that. So I will put all of Angela's information in the show notes. You guys know how to get to show notes by now. You click on the podcasting cover artwork of any podcast, and it will automatically flip over to show notes, and that should be good to find out more information about Angela, and I hope you guys enjoyed another fabulous episode. Thanks to you guys. Thank you, Angela.
You're welcome. Thank you.